Hey guys. Hey everyone. Thanks for joining today. Gonna let a few other people pop on with us. All right. Dr. Rodriguez, Bella Derma. Hey everyone. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. All right. Let's just jump right in. All right. Let's see. Thank you guys. Thanks for coming. All right, guys. My name is JuliAna Wasco. I am the content marketing consultant here at Diamond Accelerator. I've helped our website clients and our SEO clients gain hundreds, if not thousands, of website clicks, views, and ultimately appointments and consultations with these few secrets that I'm sharing with you today. So I'm super excited to help you all rank number one on Google. But before I do, you have to promise me that you won't tell Google about the things that I'm about to share with you. All right, let's dive on in. So many med spas that I talk to have either gone one of three routes. They've either invested ridiculous amounts of money on a website that collects dust and doesn't generate appointments. They are either two, okay with having a crappy website, but have invested a lot of time and money with an SEO agency and ended up with the same headache, no appointments, and a dusty website. Hey, Sabella Aesthetics. Hey, guys. Thanks for joining. Or three, they've told themselves that a website is just too expensive, too daunting, and they put something up on the internet just to check the box, just to have something, even if it's not really generating them any new appointments. So I assume that if you joined our live call today, that you fall somewhere in one of those categories. So if that's you, give me an emoji, give me some kind of reaction, drop a comment, and feel free to share your stories and experiences with website design or SEO agencies with me today. But guys, really, no matter where you are in these scenarios, it really doesn't have to be that way. You can have SEO services that actually generate you real appointments, real patients without having to trade your firstborn child for them or a consuming amount of time. So the first secret that I'm going to dive in with you today is consistently adding content to your website. So why doesn't Google want you to know this secret? Because it's so much easier for Google and more lucrative for them, in fact, as a business, to have you just spend your money in advertising with them. So why would they want you to create a website that organically generates a bunch of amazing results and appointments if you're not paying them for cost per click ads, right? So they want your money, and they keep these things under wraps. But the better, the more valuable, the great content that you have on your website that supports all of your service pages, the better for you. So you really don't have to have a huge ad spend budget to be found. You just have to have the right content on your site. And what content should that be, right? Well, in SEO, we have something that we call topic clustering. Hey, Hush, thanks for joining. Oops. Oh, technology. So in SEO, we have something that we call topic clustering. And essentially, that's adding a lot of different posts that answer frequently asked questions about that keyword. And by keyword, I typically mean service. So when we're thinking of keywords for your med spa, think about what services it is that you want to rank number one for. So for example, having a lot of different blog posts that answer frequently asked questions about Morpheus 8 or Botox, for example, that will help you be found and seen as an authority. And then as you're seen as an authority, your site is just naturally and organically being recommended to more people who are searching for your services. And so the more content that you add, where the real technical power comes in is from linking all of those posts up together. And so when you're linking, this last Botox blog post with the next one, and those are answering each other's questions, that's really how you start building that ecosystem or that web of content that Google is looking for. And when we're talking about what content you should be added, it's also extremely important to remember that you have to have great information on your website, right? You can't just go to ChatGPT, even though I see all of these, ads for automated SEO and AI SEO, and it just doesn't work that way. You can't just have ChatGPT write blog posts for you. Hey, write me a blog post about this, about Botox, and then copy and paste it on your site. It's not going to work. You can't go out and find the best blog posts and just copy and paste it all together and add it onto your site. And the reason for that is because Google knows when content is AI generated, even if it's just partially, right? So you have to use your own brain, you have to put your fingers on the keyboard, and you have to create your own content. They also are able to, or the search engine is also able to recognize duplicate content. So if you're copying and pasting from other sites, you're throwing it up on yours, it's going to recognize it as duplicate, scam, spam. It's not going to recommend your content to anyone who's searching it. So be really careful of what you're adding to your site. Now, my second secret, and probably the biggest issue that I have with a lot of SEO agencies, is the need for a keyword strategy, and a really strong keyword strategy that focuses on the services that you want to fill your calendars for. And I know, stay with me, because I know you hear keyword strategy and your eyes glaze over and it sounds really technical, but it really isn't as technical or boring as it sounds. In marketing, we call it bottom of the funnel keywords. So for example, Botox near me, cool sculpting near me, those are great examples of bottom of the funnel. Botox in Portland or whatever city you're in, right? So if someone is searching for those keywords specifically, then they have most likely already done their research. They already know what Botox is. They already know what to expect. And they're just looking for a provider who's local and close to them. So that way they can just, schedule their appointment. So that is the best way to get actual scheduled appointments from your website, is ensuring that you are ranking for all of those bottom of the funnel keywords and putting those bottom of the funnel keywords on your website, on your service pages, in your blog posts. So it's really, really important. It's also really important when you're considering your keyword strategy to use smart keywords. So think about keywords that people are actually searching for. For an example, don't just use injectables, use Botox, use fillers, have separate pages for each one. Don't have a single page for all injectables. The reason being that very few people are actually searching for injectables unless you're in the aesthetics field already. Most women are searching for Botox or fillers, and you really want to make sure that you have those keywords on all of your pages. My third keyword, or my third secret for you, is to track your competitors. And when I say competitors, I don't mean, Sally down the street, because she may not have great authority on Google. But when I say competitors, I mean, think about people in your area who are organically ranking really well for the services that you want to rank for. They already have the recipe for success on their website if they're ranking higher than you, if they're ranking number one. So use a free browser extension so that way you can quickly see what verbiage, keywords, and headings they're using on all of those pages, and then steal them and make sure that you're putting them on your pages too. Think of those keywords and those headings as kind of like a recipe for success, right? So if a page has crust, apples, baking time, and sugar, what is that page most likely going to be about? Most likely about apple pie, right? So that's how you would rank for apple pie. Now, how would you do that for laser hair removal? Follicles, treatment areas, like all of those things need to be included in your recipe. So that way you have all of the keywords. Google knows exactly what your page is about and knows how to recommend recommend your services. So check out your competitors' recipes, and then make it better. And then link up all of your topic clustering posts to those service pages, and then start stealing their traffic that way. My fourth secret is one of the most important is working on your Google business profile, aka getting your Google profile to rank in what we call the local pack. We've done a ton of free trainings on the local pack before. So if you're interested in learning how to get yours to rank, drop in my comments section, local pack, and I'll make sure that I DM you today with our free trainings. But guys, keep in mind that studies show that nearly 50% of clicks for a search will come from your listing in the local pack, right? People don't typically scroll that far down in the organic search results to see it. So you've got to rank up top if you want to be found. If we can get your Google business profile to rank in your local pack, it's like striking gold for your med spa. Hey, Sabella Aesthetics, local pack, Hush Aesthetics, local pack. Yep, I will make sure I DM both of you guys today. Thank you. I gotcha. Once we know what keywords you have that are actually ranking for the local pack and have that potential, we can start optimizing your Google business profile and other local SEO factors, to help you rank there. So some of those factors could be what category your business is, what your description is on your Google business profile. Another really important one, guys, is your website optimization. So the last 3 secrets that I just shared with you, all of those feed into your Google business profile, help you optimize it and help you rank higher. So that's why it's so important for all of these secrets and pieces to be working together. Other really important factors for your Google business profile to rank in your local pack are consistent Google reviews. And when you're getting Google reviews from your patients, it's really important to ask them to list the services that they're receiving from you in their reviews, right? Because again, you're just hitting again with more frequency on those keywords. So, don't just hit 5 stars and post it. Actually tell us what services you got and what you liked about them. It's also really important that those reviews come in consistently. So don't just send out a text blast to people, to 50 people once a month, and you get all your reviews on one day, and then 4 weeks go by and you don't have another review come in until you send out the next text blast. It's really important to make sure you're asking for them consistently. 1 a day is better than 50 in 1 day, simply for the consistency. So it's something that's really important to Google. The other thing is photos. So consistently posting to your Google business profile and having reviewers add photos of your location there. Those are all really important to help you rank. My 5th secret, this one's kind of an expert tip, but it's really, really powerful. So is getting backlinks. Backlinks on your site and from other websites are really important. So what is a backlink? Backlink is essentially having another website with authority link your website up and some hyperlink on their pages. So that way their traffic is also, sending to your website. And I saw MJ just reached out to me and she asked, what is the best way for a med spa to get a backlink? And there are a lot of different ways for you guys to get great backlinks to your site. One that I really like is from joining local directories. So Chamber of Commerce, local charities. If you donate to a local charity, ask them for in return, can you add a link to our page on your website? Those kinds of local directories. I've also seen, great success with like local wedding venue directories, for brides. Getting linked up in those can also be really powerful for your med spa's website. Excuse me. Also potential partners. So consider people who have complimentary services to you. So maybe your hair girl and you can work up a deal and you link up to each other's websites. Your nail girl, some local influencers, right? So they're already doing all of this stuff to help share your name out on social media. Now take it to the next level. Ask them to link up with your website because that backlink is going to be really, really powerful for you. All right, guys, and that was my fifth and last tip. I do see a few different questions coming in, so I'm going to start with my first one. It looks like, okay, Karen wants to know how I recommend tracking your success on SEO, which is a great question. So first, I like to use a tool called SEMrush, SEM Rush. SEMrush is great because it tells you where you are in positions for those bottom of the funnel keywords that I was just talking to you guys about. And it helps you track like who's rising, how your competitors are rising, you know, where you're ranking on those keywords. So it's really important to keep an eye on those. I also really like to use Google Search Console. So it's extremely important to make sure that your website and your Google Search Console accounts are talking to each other and you can get those results. Google Search Console is cool because it tells you how people are finding your website, what queries, what searches they're putting in that search bar in order to find you. So I highly recommend doing that. And another one is Google Analytics, of course. That's like the end all be all. There's so much data there. It can kind of be overwhelming, but just collecting it and getting it in there so you can review it over time is going to be extremely helpful. Let's see. Any other questions? No? Brenna. Hey, Brenna. Thanks for joining today. Thank you, guys. Alrighty, guys. So if I don't have any other questions, I am going to go ahead and wrap up. But if you knew exactly what your site needed to rank #1 on Google, like the exact recipe for success, you would be moving to that #1 spot so much quicker. So our amazing SEO team, the top SEO team for med spas in this nation, is currently giving out free website audits to tell you exactly what you need to get to that #1 spot. So if you want an audit done for your website, comment audit or go ahead and DM me with your website address and your email. And my team will go through, we'll send you some reports, we'll send you some videos of us really analyzing and getting into the trenches of your website. So that way you know exactly what you need to rank #1. So if you want one of those, comment audit below, send me a DM, send us an email, get in touch, let us know that you saw this training, and we'll go ahead and send you that free audit. All right, guys, if you love this training, make sure that you share with your team or any other med spa that could benefit. You can always catch our replay for these trainings on our YouTube channel. We have hundreds and hundreds of free resources just for med spas to grow their business. So go and check it out. Visit the link tree in our social bio and be sure to join us live every Wednesday, same time, same place, Instagram, YouTube.